you don't have to wait for months, like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, now even 8 months before you can get your open work permit. I did it in just a day. In fact, less than a day. I got it within an hour of my application. So stay tuned if you want to know how to get your open work permit instantly. What is a post-graduation work permit? A post-graduation work permit is an open work permit that you are eligible for after the completion of your studies in Canada. So who is eligible for a post-graduation work permit? Usually if you study in a DLI, which is a designated learning institution in Canada, for at least 8 months, then you're most likely eligible for this post-graduation work permit. So it's an open work permit that runs for a maximum of 3 years. If you study a program that goes for 8 months or 1 year, then you will be given a 1 year open work permit. If you study a course that runs for over 2 years, or a program that runs for over 2 years, so that is 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, and over, then you are eligible for a 3-year, which is the maximum open work permit. So why am I saying open work permit? Open work permit allows you to work anywhere in Canada with any employer. This is not an employer-specific work permit where you are only restricted to work for a specified employer within a specified province. So this is open. So as you all know, I just graduated about a month ago. Even before my graduation, I already got my transcript and a letter from the university, and so I ran to the border. I drove to the border. But before we get to that, I'm gonna give you the requirements or what you need to get this work permit. So what you need is, the requirements are as follows. Number 1, you need transcripts from your university. So get your transcripts from the university, get a letter from the university stating that you were studying full-time, and then you also need your study permit. Okay, the other thing you need is just drive to the border, okay, or walk to the border depending on how close you are to a US-Canada border. Okay, what you do not need, and these are the myths of a border applied post-graduation work permit or open work permit. These are the myths, and this you do not need. You do not need a Canadian travel visa. 1, you do not need a US travel visa. These are 2 things that you do not need. And I get it, people get worried that, at the border you have to leave Canada before coming back to apply. What if I am not allowed back into Canada? They will allow you back into Canada. Essentially, you're going to the US border, but you're not entering the US. It's something called flag polling. So flag polling is whereby you just get out of the Canadian border into the US border and tell them that I just want to turn around. I'm here to apply for my work permit and I don't want to get into the US. So the requirement is that I get out of Canada, so I'm just turning around. And this is something that the border officers have been doing like over and over and over and over. And so they're used to this. So you do not need a travel visa for either countries, okay? So once you get to the US border, just let them know that, you've been a student and now you just want to turn around and go apply for a work permit. Then they will pull out a flagpole sheet and a few questions. My interaction with the US border officer were like, he asked me a few questions like, have I been to the US before? I said yes. When I told him when I was in the US, and of course he checked the system and my name was there and all that, and said that's okay. And then I asked, what if you don't have a US visa? Is this still doable? And then he said, yeah, they've been doing it forever. You are essentially not getting into the US because even your passport is not stamped at the US border, okay? So you do not need those ones. Don't worry, you do not need them. I didn't have, and I did it. So once you're done, the US border officer will give you a sheet, written flagpole, and a few things which I was not keen on to take to the Canadian border. So again, you leave the US border, turn around, and go to the Canadian border. Once you get there, they will direct you to an office where you will talk to a border officer and tell them what you need. And so from this point, this is where I leave my conversation with the Canadian border officer. A few questions asked, just a few questions. And I feel like maybe that was just my case, but these are the questions that were asked. So yeah, the video starts now.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good yourself?
I'm good. I'm here to apply for a postgraduate work permit. Yeah.
May I ask you where you're from?
I'm from Kenya.
You see what I did there?
No,
I said Kenya.
Kenya.
Alright, can I see your school transcript?
Okay, do you need original ones, right?
Yes, babe.
Okay.
Thank you. Perfect. Where do you go to school?
Thompson Rivers University.
Sorry?
Thompson Rivers University.
Never heard of it.
It's in Kamloops.
You go full time?
Yes.
What else do you have for me?
I have a letter from the university.
You see that? Thank you.
And what else do you need?
So yeah, your transcript. So there's 155 application fee.
Okay, do you take debit?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's your biometrics are probably still good, and there's $100 for the open work permit. So it's gonna be $255.
All right.
I'm gonna open your application and then I'll call you back up for the.
Okay.
So simple, like just a few questions, and after that, I was called up to go pick my work permit, 3-year work permit. Just like that, it was printed, my name on it. It's just the regular work permit, and now I have my work permit in less than 1 hour. Guys, less than 1 hour. I am so serious about this because I still can't believe that people are waiting 8 months. People are paying lawyers, people are paying immigration lawyers to get this. How much did I pay? I paid 255 Canadian dollars, and as you have seen in the video, that one was $100 was for the application fee and 155 was for, I think, the open work permit. So in total I paid 255. However, that is because when I was coming into Canada, I had taken my fingerprints. If you came to Canada without taking your fingerprints, they will add, I think, 85 Canadian dollars for your fingerprints. And you're done. Simple. Okay? So guys, that was a short video of how to get your visa at the border within 1 hour. Okay? Literally within, I'll say instantly. So guys, hurry up. Don't be lied to. This is something that people do. I was not the only student there. There were 4 more people applying for their open work permit, and that was 7 a.m. in the morning. So a tip that I would give you, if you want to go this way, please just make sure you arrive at the border early enough, 7 a.m. or even 8, because like they operate 24 hours. So if you can get there by 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., that would be good, because the border can get busy. Okay? And when the border gets busy, my friend, the queues can be longer. So again, that will determine the length or the amount of time you spend before getting this visa. But once you are in the office and talking to the border officer, it's less than 1 hour. So just arrived there early. I arrived at about 7:30. We were only 3 of us, and it was so smooth and easy. So guys, all the best. So if you're an international student currently in Canada, or you're a future student in Canada, there you go. You're welcome, buddies. You're welcome, okay? You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for listening to me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.